Hello guys and welcome back to Chernobylite. This is episode 18 and yeah, I'm gonna change some stuff. Basically I'm gonna go and kill myself. There we go. Oh, why is he here?
We need to talk, Igor.
What do you want?
It's not about what I want, Marcel's. I shall continue my quest alone now. Igor, take heed when we meet again. It may not be as friends. Watch your back, Igor Kimenyuk.
Yeah, that's all he left. So let's see what the mission. I guess I need to. Okay, so I guess the problem here was I changed some stuff up, but I need to do something in the future. So it kind of is annoying now. I need to go back and change some stuff and have it as how it was. And then, fuck, it's so annoying because I know what's gonna happen in the future, and he will like the stuff I'm gonna choose for him. And no, I guess I'm gonna.
We need to talk.
Sure. Let's talk.
It's about my mother. Rather, about what she found. I didn't tell you this before because I didn't know if I could trust you. I think I know why they took my mom. She was dangerous to NAR. It wasn't a coincidence. She saw something, even took a photo. You see, when NAR first came here, they pretended to be friendly. They offered free examinations to several sample shells and even promised my mother medical assistance. It was all a ruse, of course. My mother was invited to their lab and she ended up seeing something she wasn't supposed to.
Ask about the lab, ask about the photo, ask about the evidence, ask about the lab.
She was inside their lab. You should have told me about this sooner. Do you know what she saw?
They were running experiments with Chernobylite on human subjects. All volunteers, of course. Soon after that, people started vanishing, my mom included.
Do you still have the photo?
No, my mom always kept it on her.
Ask about the evidence.
Is there any other proof to back up your mother's account?
No, but I can't see my mother lying about something like that. She only ever had the Samuel's best interest at heart.
To continue.
My mother was the least selfish person I've ever known. She wanted to help everyone who suffered from the Chernobyl disaster in any way she could. She paid the ultimate price for her kind heart. Now, I have to find out why and make this right.
I get it. Really. She sounds like an amazing lady. How can I help?
I know it's a lot to ask, but I need to know what my mother saw in that lab. I need you to go to Lenin Square and get inside. There must be something there incriminating NAR. This will help your search for Tatiana as well. If she's in the zone, she must somehow be part of all of this.
It won't be easy, but I'll definitely try.
Igor, a moment, please. I heard you talking to our she-wolf here. You don't want to go to Lenin Square. I don't think you're ready. Who knows what you'll be up against?
I think I've proved myself quite capable, no?
You can harness the power of Chernobylite, an impressive feat. But what if they find a way to disable it?
Be firm, the act, Oliver. I'm appreciating his concern, but I'm not. This is not the time to be coy. He's got a point. Definitely, it's dangerous. Does he have better ideas?
I've been taking risks pretty much since the beginning. It's the only way forward.
I admire your grit. But I've seen guys like you in the field. They never quit. Until they're dead.
Yep, I mean, pretty much right. Pripyat Central. I guess I will go and change up that stuff and then yeah, I will do that and I'll be back. Okay, so he's back here again.
It seems that Olga's mother was onto something that got her killed. Could it be the key to finding out about the NAR's plans? Just be very careful, my love. I feel you getting closer to the heart of evil. Soon you may reach a point of no return.
Okay. So this is our famous area right here. See the thing right there.
After the lab, Igor. Should be in the middle of NAR's camp. See if you can slip in unnoticed. Don't get in any fight unless you have to.
Sure thing, Mum. And don't worry, I've got my sweater.
You've got some issues, don't you?
Okay. Now's not the time to get distracted.
Locate the lab and try to reach it without drawing attention. You don't want to fight all these guys at once.
Okay, here's some Chernobylite. So it's right over there. If you're wondering. Here's the log closet. Revolver. So there's a gun in there. Here's some more Chernobylite right here. So, shotgun wood box magazine. It's fast. Oh my god, that was a fast reload. So here again, I'm with the stairs. This is like one of the places that are horrible place for radiation. I need to jump over here because it's so much radiation right there. So I think it's a lock right here. There's a dude right here. So here's a locked room. Patient healing is more chemicals. 2 chemicals.
Prepare 50 mils of ferric chloride and 100 mils of chloride diazoxide.
I know that voice. Where have I heard it before?
Right away. Send everything to the main laboratory tent. Don't make me wait.
Yes, sir. Who are you? What are you doing in here?
That man on the phone. Who was it?
You're Kiminyuk. Dear God, please don't hurt me.
I asked you a goddamn question.
My boss, you mean? I don't know his real identity. Almost nobody does, I swear.
Do you really want to play it this way? I can see you're scared, and rightfully so. But it seems you're deliberately trying my patience.
No, not at all, sir. Please, I can't tell you what I don't know. But I can tell you other things. Just ask. Just don't kill me. I can be useful. You'll see.
Vanya, my patience is wearing thin. Where are those damned chemicals?
He act normally. I maybe get away with it. He'll betray me. I can't take such risk. Tell him to ignore the call. Tell him to take the call.
Answer him, but casually. Relax.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'll send them right away. Apologies for the delay.
Spare me the excuses and move. I need that chloride diazoxide and I need it now. You two, continue without me. And for your sakes, you don't screw this up.
It would be best if you forgot I was ever here.
Of course. I won't tell a soul.
Yep. Oh, there's some more paper right here. The cool part is like they have monsters there, so it seems like they're researching something. They know about them, those monsters. But yeah, they're definitely researching. Yeah. There's a picture.
Take my picture, Igor. Do it now.
Sure, sure. What's got into you?
I want you to remember this moment. Keep it close to your heart. Whatever happens, we are connected. We belong together.
Of course. You're my fiancé. And
That's not what I meant. Never mind.
So, I think one thing I noticed, I think those heavy armored dudes you can find, kill. When it came to those guards right here, because they want to sneak attack. Or if you shoot him from part... Oh, he's here. He's here. Come on, move on! Oh my god, this
I detected the echo of a recent wormhole.
You
should
did.
lead me. Why did you have to come back? This is not going to end with your full of surprises. But it's not over yet.
Am I? Am I full of surprises? You done? I bet you will come back again. Oh, here it is. There's another picture.
what's the rush? Our table's booked for 6 p.m. We've got plenty of time.
Come on, Igor. We're gonna miss it.
What? Do you think the restaurant's going to run out of caviar?
Oh, come on. You and your disgusting fish eggs. Ugh. All you think about is your belly. We're gonna miss the sunset, silly.
Ah, sunset. Right. Right. Wait, did you say I only think about my belly?
Come on, let's go, Igor. Please. I don't want to miss it.
Look at the tissue structure. This used to be a liver.
So,
If you
the
can
Black
believe
Stalker
it.
used to work at the
We
power
need to
plant.
collect samples.
And he seems to know me.
The brain is
Interesting.
hyperactive.
How does my
Look at the chart.
augmentor Semenov fit
But
into all of
it
this?
still doesn't respond to any stimuli. The previous subject had quite a different reaction. What's behind this difference, I wonder? Age? Sex?
I think a guy...
Vanya? Finally! Who the hell are you? What did you do with Vanya?
Stay very still if you want to live.
Please don't hurt us. We're scientists.
Yeah, so was Dr. Mengele. Are you performing a vivisection without anesthesia? Administering shots of typhus? What are you doing exactly? I really want to know.
No, nothing like that. We're not beasts. We treat our patients as humanely as possible. But you have to understand that...
Scientific advancement requires sacrifice. Other people's sacrifice.
You make it sound sinister. But yes, everything we do is for the greater good.
How does it work? Are you shooting these poor souls up full of Chernobylite?
I can't talk about that. The NDA we signed is very strict. The penalties...
Did you just say NDA? Are you for real? Stop being a corporate stooge and start thinking about your own life.
Sure, you're right, of course. We started out giving them shots, but that was just the first stage. We're way past that now.
Uh-huh.
It was, you see. The fatality rate was... it didn't bring the desired results.
We've moved from administering nano-solutions to directly editing human genomes to enhance them with Chernobylite. We've developed our own Chernobylite CRISPR.
Your patients or subjects, whatever you call them. Especially the locals. What happened to them?
Which ones? There were many patients here. Some of them didn't make it past the final phase. The others, we don't know.
Don't let him dodge the question. Make him talk.
Look, please, can we all try to stay calm? Let us explain. Modifying genomes is only the first step. Next, we induce a state of superconsciousness in the subject's gamma brainwaves. It's basic neurology. The sympathetic nervous system begins to release enormous amounts of energy straight to the brain via the thalamic gate at the brainstem. When the thalamic gate opens, the energy flows to the pineal gland, and Well, there you go. I don't like to use this term, but it opens a third eye.
A third eye? Right. Then what?
Enhanced by Chernobylite, the pineal gland can do incredible things. Release all kinds of energy, and even influence physical objects, as in telekinesis.
You're torturing people so they can bend spoons with their mind? God, what kind of quacks are you?
I think this is a Matrix
This is all
reference.
following the scientific method, believe me. These are closely monitored, replicable experiments. Anyway, when the subject is ready for the final stage, we put them in an induced coma. Contrary to what you might think, it's for their own good.
Explain, and fast. What is this final stage?
Our boss calls it communion. It's when the subject's gamma brainwaves interact with Chernobylite's mental waves. Or, well, to tell you the truth, we don't know exactly what it is. Chernobylite is like a virus, in a way. It's not exactly inorganic matter, but neither is it a living organism. It's something in between. And it produces a type of brainwave, even though it clearly has no structured organic tissue.
That's about communion.
Well, what's the purpose of this communion?
This is where it gets really interesting. You know that Chernobylite can be used to create wormholes, right? You've been doing it yourself. But these wormholes are special. Haven't you noticed? They're not a purely physical phenomenon.
I don't understand. What else could they be?
We know what singularities and the tunnels should look like. We know what they are in theory. But has anyone actually been inside one before?
Bullshit. I've studied Chernobylite too. The exotic energy it contains is powerful enough to create quasi-black holes and passages between them.
We thought so too, at first. But think about this. What if there was an organism, or a virus, an entity powerful enough to create its own singularities?
No biological organism could encapsulate that kind of energy, or survive if it did. A living entity would be torn to shreds.
But Chernobylite is not a normal biological organism, is it? We have no idea what it is. Just try and consider the possibility that the wormholes you're walking into are not something created outside of Chernobylite. They are Chernobylite. You're traveling through the veins and corridors of its multidimensional body.
But what does that have to do with this communion thing?
Isn't it obvious? We're trying to communicate with Chernobylite, or somehow influence it through the mental energy of our subjects. But getting inside this thing's mind, or whatever it is, must be a truly disturbing experience.
You're fucking insane, both of you. You need to stay away from the morphine cabinet for a while. I've heard enough.
So basically what it is saying here is basically when we open the portal, it's not a different like open a dimension stuff, you know. You're basically walking through an entity, basically. Through a creature. The simplest explanation is like you're walking in a shark's mouth, basically. And then when you get out, like when you walk out of his back, you come out to another place. As simple as that. You basically are going through, I would say another dimension, but a living creature, kind of. I think that's what I mean. It's about corpus.
Who's your patient here?
Corpse.
I'm not sure, but she must have been carefully selected.
Selected? How? Did she volunteer? Or was she maybe run down and captured by soldiers in the woods? Talk!
I'm not familiar with the selection process. Our boss would know. But we know very little about him.
What's your boss in charge of exactly?
The entire biotech division, pretty much everything Chernobylite related, but mainly the impact on human physical and psychological functions.
Ask about CRISPR.
Clustered, regularly interspaced, short palindromic repeats. How does this work with Chernobylite?
It's similar to a standard gene editing tool. We take specialized protein from a certain bacteria, modify it with Chernobylite, and then target the exact genes we want to modify.
Wait, I know more about physics than genetics, but CRISPR is usually done on embryos, right? And it takes time, sometimes even years, for mutations to show.
Our boss developed his own methods. The process is applied directly in the subject's body. The speed of the mutations has increased exponentially. It no longer takes years, but weeks, sometimes mere days. Marvelous, isn't it?
Ask for Soldier's dad and wrap up the question.
Enough! All I've got from you so far is a bunch of gibberish. I want to see the actual research. Where do you keep your data? All the research data?
Check the database in this computer. Everything can be accessed from here.
It's password protected, isn't it?
Promise not to kill us and we'll tell you.
Don't worry, I don't give a shit about you. Password.
23#98S $.
Listen to me very carefully, Igor. This research, this data, it's too dangerous to exist. My people died because of it. Delete everything. It won't bring my mother back, but at least no one will profit from her death, and the deaths of others.
You need to download this research, Mousy. This is the Rat King's brain stash. It's dangerous, yes, and inhuman. But it could contain the key to defeating him.
Download the data. Yeah, I will go and change and I will delete it. But it's just so it becomes cheaper, so I need to use 6 now. There you go.
These guys are telling the truth. They really achieved something incredible here.
Well, she's not gonna
Why
like.
did you do it? God damn you!
You did good, Igor. We will turn this information into a weapon against the Rat King.
Well, she doesn't like it, but again, oh my god, I got a lot of XP. Jesus. That's good. She didn't like it. Again, I will change. Yeah. I know she didn't like it. You don't need to tell me in my face, game. Oh my, yes, I know! Stop going in my face! Let me just check the map. God damn it, game. Okay, I haven't been in here before.
There are moments when I feel like a little girl in Murmansk again. I used to watch my dad working on the nuclear submarines, my mom preparing fish soup for dinner. I'm the same little girl with ponytails, riding a yellow bicycle and throwing snowballs at my neighbors.
Those are some beautiful memories.
It's more than that. It's like all these moments exist at the same time. Like I'm part of a circle.
That's deep, I think. But I have to admit, I don't quite follow.
Sorry, I didn't intend to burden you with my crazy thoughts.
Well,
I'm sorry, Olga. Nobody deserves to die so horribly.
I was hoping for some good news, but perhaps I was foolish. My mother, these people, they were all just used, processed. How could anyone do something like this? Anyway, did you find anything of value?
Not sure yet. Bizarre theories about Chernobylite, mostly. I don't know if I want to get into the details yet.
Try me. I'm not a bookworm like you, but I'm not stupid either.
Well, NAR seems to think Chernobylite is like a giant turtle that carries our universe on its back. They figure they can tame it and ride it wherever they want. Like a pet.
A turtle?
It's just a metaphor, but the scientific theory behind it is no less insane.
Right. Thanks for trying, I guess.
so basically, what he was saying, turtle. You know, it's like, oh, what is it? You know. But basically, it is like, oh, see, Tarkin's mentality went up, you see, because he was like resting. So basically, what this means is, like I said, they think it's like it's a living creature. It's not dead. It's insane. Look at that. Holy cow, man. Like, pretty cool. How it basically changed up here. So yeah. So basically, Chernobylite is, you know, it's living. That's what I think it is. Well, let's talk to him.
This world is doomed, Mousy.
Dial it down a notch. You'll bring the NAR down on us. Or worse.
I can see us all in the devilish clouds, touched by the cold hand from hell. A green swarm is spreading like wildfire, ending everything we know. The Rat King is triumphant, but even he falls prey to the horror he has unleashed.
So, nothing new?
You make fun, Mousy. Well, you do so at your own peril. Tell me, what do you do with something that is broken? Do you fix it, or do you raze it to the ground?
You're talking about Chernobylite?
I'm talking about the world.
Not sure I follow.
Why do you think the Rat King chose this world for his wrath? It's not because we're so very noble and good, but because we're evil, sinful, and broken. Fundamentally broken. Our actions have invited him in. Since the dawn of time, we've done unspeakable things to our own kind. And to the world we inhabit. Who knows? Perhaps this is our punishment. Perhaps we deserve.
Yes? Deserve what?
Deserve to live our final days in the age of the rat. Either to atone for our faults, or finally be annihilated.
I'm not a philosopher or a mystic, but I believe there's still a chance for us to improve.
That remains to be seen, Mousy. But we are living in the last days. Mark me.
How are things, Professor Kimnyuk?
Not too bad, Sashko. Not too bad.
I've been thinking about my brother Rustlin recently. He'd make a great addition to our team.
You were both in a street gang, right?
For a while, yes. We ran errands for Yuri Kipish, a dangerous gangster. He was fucking nuts too, of course.
I see.
I know you're trying to be polite, Igor, but there's no way to understand these things unless you've lived through them yourself. I'm talking about ongoing turf wars between every type of gang. Russian, Kyrgyz, Thai, Vietnamese, you name it. Everyone trying to get a piece for themselves.
What about the police?
They stay well away unless they have urgent business there. You know what I mean? Anyway, me and Rustlin were right in the middle of it. Every day, something was going down. You run, you sweat, you fight, you kill, you bleed. You get hooked on the adrenaline, like a drug. Rustlin had a special talent. He could make a person disappear without a trace. That would have come in handy around here on several occasions. We all followed a code, of course. Even wild animals have rules. You're familiar with the Thieves' Code of Conduct?
Where criminals forsake their families and dedicate themselves to crime?
That's right. Rustlin would never hurt anyone who wasn't in his way. But that kind of life takes you dark places no matter what.
You think it took its toll on Rustlin?
Possibly. That's why I have to face him, to find out.
Okay. I will train, but I will just see. This one is basically only one more collectible, and it's ready. This is also ready. I will actually go and do simulations. I will actually go through them. But I think I will actually make a separate video about that. It was actually, yeah, before I do this. So let's see if I can train. I do have 3 points. I'll see if I can train with her, get the AK damage.
What can I do for you, Professor?
Hi, old.
There we go, 2 points.
Fantastic.
Okay, Igor, let me introduce you to your new best friend, the AK-47.
AKM.
Beloved weapon of revolutionaries and freedom fighters for decades. Some countries even put it on their flag, because it played such a big role in claiming their independence. But enough history. I'll give you some pointers to help you understand the weapon's full potential. The biggest challenge is compensating for recoil in automatic firing mode. You must learn to control it. Don't worry, the cans won't shoot back. Do your worst. Or best. Ready? Commence firing.
So I basically need to hold fire.
Well, you need to work on your aim, and your stance, and proper grip, but you'll have many opportunities to practice. Okay, Professor, I think you've learned the basics.
That was fast. Holy cow. Yeah, I definitely want to go over to an AK.
Matvey taught me well, and I'm happy to pass on his knowledge.
So yeah, that's definitely gonna give me 3 points for doing, or like 1,000. I think it gives you one like point for doing that thing. But yeah, guys, I will do that. I'll make a separate video. I'm still missing another clue. Lady in the red dress, basically, that's what I'm missing. That's the last one. But I think there's gonna be a mission I definitely gonna need to be able to take, and there's gonna be something special, okay? So I have to start to do this. I should have done it a long time ago, but I will make a separate video now going through those. Okay, yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.